Every time I am in a room with leaders and their teams, and I see one of them choose to be respectful when they didn't have to, that's it. That's the point. That's why I do this work. So, my career started in the place I least expected it. I was working as a theater artist in New York City in improvisation, and I got invited to help create a training program for New York City police officers. Now, I'll be honest, I was a mouthy kid. I didn't have much respect for police officers, but then I started to work with them, and I realized that respect is what it's all about, and we were able to use theater to help them understand that. It was transformational. So one of the things I saw pretty early on in my career is that I was facilitating this offsite meeting with a Fortune 500 company, and the senior executive totally eviscerated one of his direct reports in front of everybody just because he missed his quarterly numbers. And that one moment of disrespect taught me everything I needed to know about their culture and how important respect can be. You know, people have often asked me, what has driven me these past 4 decades? Why am I so focused and working so hard on this? Well, it's because of something that happened to me very tragically when I was a young man. And I've realized through all these years, the most important thing, at least in my life, is respect. You know, most leaders think being respectful is all about being nice. That's not it at all. If I have someone in my family who passes and you give me flowers at work, well, that's very nice. But if you have to give me feedback and you sugarcoat it, you don't really tell me what I need to improve, then you may be being nice, but you're not being respectful. You're not really giving me what I need to do my job. You know, I do a lot of talking to leaders about the cost of disrespect. And I show them that when you have a disrespectful culture and people don't feel valued, what happens is their performance goes down, their morale goes down, everything changes, and it can be quite expensive. So the point is, when I give them the raw data and the information and the numbers, their faces light up. They really get it. Disrespect is very expensive. Yes, I do use humor in my keynotes. Look, if I just came out and started lecturing people about how important and costly disrespect is, they'd tune me out in 5 minutes. But when I use a little humor, well, that opens up the conversation to something much more serious.